So I brought the intake manifold back over to my house and got it up here on my workbench. Let's do a little bit of gasket matching on it. Well, I'm definitely not a pro at porting or anything, but basically I just lay my gasket on there and just line it up. I use these center holes to line it up and just kind of lined up everything, and just use some masking tape to, now I didn't use an old gasket, I used a new one. I've got these over there so I can get my little plugs out that I have for these. Anyway, I just take a Sharpie and trace inside the port on the gasket, and then I just take away until there's no Sharpie left, and that's what we've got. And I am not going crazy with opening the port up to the size of it. I'm just smoothing the transition into it, and if I feel like there's some easy material like this, easy material, and I'll smooth this out a little more, but easy material to kind of get into our area, I will do that. But some areas like over here, I don't want to take off that much material right here because it's going to get really thin. And so we just transitioned into our gasket. It's really not going to help much with, I guess, plenum volume, but it will help just kind of smooth out the airflow going through. And I did take out there's a good bump on each of these. Once you open this up, that's pretty easy to take out. And so the bottom side, we did open it up some. So we did improve our volume there. And took out, there's a little bump right in here, took that out. And we did take, you can see we took some down over here. So that's what we're doing. And then I'll go back over this and kind of just smooth out the face with just some sandpaper and smooth this out, because I can feel a little bit of ridge where some of the aluminum kind of peeled up. And just a little tip, spray your burr with WD-40. It helps keep it from sticking, and it does clear it out. Like I've got some now, but once I start spinning and spray it with WD-40, some of that will clear out. So I've already done the other side. It's completely done. So we're working on this side. I did bring, so when I left the shop, I grabbed my little Ryobi. I don't know what, I guess it's just a die grinder. And it's got attachment here. It'll do like little Dremel size or the 1/4 inch. And of course my burr set is 1/4 inch. I did bring this one. This was actually gonna be my first choice, and that was gonna be the backup if my compressor here, I wasn't sure if it would run this, and it won't run it continuously. It loses air pressure, and this thing's about worn out anyway, but that works well. And I used, took about a battery to do one side, and so not too bad. But yeah, so I'm gonna take some time, work on this. I guess I just started on it. I did this morning, so before work, and did all the other. And so now after work, I'm gonna continue on. I cleared out some of the die grinder a little bit, but this stuff comes out pretty easily. So with that WD-40 on it, that really helps. So just a little tip. So yep, maybe I'll show y'all when I'm done, if I remember. And we'll have a lot of cleanup to do after. I mean, there's aluminum everywhere. And rough work is done. And I don't need sandpaper here. I'll just take and make sure I don't have any little burrs with some sandpaper. Like I said, I was gonna smooth off the front here anyway, but I'll run some sandpaper in here. We're not going for perfection or anything. I've even heard that rough ports sometimes work better. I don't know, who knows? But yeah, we'll take some sandpaper and kind of run in here and just smooth all that up. So that's it. Pretty quick and easy. Total time invested. Need a little bit of marker right in there. Need to hit. So I'll fix that real quick. But total time, I don't know, maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours. 2 hours, easily. Hour 45 minutes, probably, I'd say 2 hours. Not too bad. Like I said, free horsepower, just a little bit of time. Okay, I'm not trying to get crazy with this or anything. I just wanted to smooth out any little burrs or anything. So I went over the front, the face of it, because we had some little, burrs, and we don't have any super technical tools here. Just a little flat block sander, fine grit, and that knocked off any burrs. And then inside here, I went over it with just this little flap disc on a Dremel. It's 80 grit. And then took and wrapped some 320 around an old Sharpie to give me a round profile, and just kind of sanded in here. And that's what we've got. And this is all we're doing. We are not trying to get this super crazy finish on this. I just wanted to smooth out. We are only gasket matching. We are not doing a full port. This is it. We're done. And technically the bottom side, that's what we've got. And just enough to make it fit the gasket. And we didn't go, like I said, this is just a transition. We didn't take out the material to make it, this. That's a lot of material to take out there, and I wasn't gonna do that. If it seemed like it was a thicker area, we took some out, but mainly just tried to transition into the gasket, which is basically whoever did the head, that's what they did. They didn't go crazy on the porting on it. They just transitioned into the gasket. This side I've not done, so you can kind of see how it's kind of rough, and yeah. So I did do the face of it, so we knocked off any burrs, but we have not done the inside yet. We will do that in a minute, and just so you can kind of see what we're looking at, like there. That's what we've got. And I just kind of tried to, take any lip off of the transition, is basically how we ended up going. So that's it. Not crazy. I'm gonna knock this out, and then we're gonna have to I'm gonna take this thing outside and blow it off, any chips off. I've been using just a shop vac and just kind of shop vac what I could out, try to eliminate as much mess as possible, and then go through and yeah, we'll blow this thing out, and then I'm gonna just spray it down with some degreaser and hose it off to try to flush any chips out, and then blow it out and blow it off. We just need to make sure we don't end up with any chips left in it. I don't know if I really showed up in here real good, but yeah, that's what we've got. Anyway, that's what we're doing. Well, kind of a quick one today, but we're gonna cut this one off right here, and I'll get this intake manifold back over to the shop, and we'll continue building the 460. I was kind of at a stopping place until I, got this done. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, hit the like button, and subscribe for more.